All right, what's going on, everybody? Sports expert here, and yeah, we're going to be doing our week 11 NFL picks. It was an interesting week 10, not a bad week for games. I'm 9-4 in pick'em so far. Tonight, Vikings Bears will show what I'll do in pick'em. I picked the Bears. So if the Bears win, I'll go to 10-4. But if the Vikings win, I'll be 9-5. So yeah, but please subscribe if you're new. Turn on post notifications. I'd appreciate that very much. Like the video if you, I would appreciate that. Helps the channel out. And comment your picks as well. And what do you think about my picks? And follow Royal CFB on Instagram, my page. I would appreciate that. It'll be in the description. So yeah, let's get started. Cardinals Seahawks. This is definitely an interesting game and a very tough game to pick. Wow, because the Seahawks defense is just not very good at all. Kyler Murray and DeAndre Hopkins could easily shred that defense. Then you got the Seahawks who are just struggling right now. Got Russell Wilson turning over the ball like crazy against a Rams and Bills team. Man, this is a tough game to pick. But, you know, I think right now I'm going to go with the Cardinals. I just don't know if I can trust the Seahawks right now. I'm going to go like 34-27. Russell Wilson is just not very confident right now. The Cardinals are first in that division. Yeah. The Cardinals defense actually has made some nice plays these last couple weeks. They had a couple nice key turnovers against Josh Allen yesterday. So, I'm going to go Cardinals 34-27. Even if I'm wrong, whatever. Falcons Saints. I'm going to pick the Saints in this one. Even with Drew Brees out, I'm not concerned. I think Jameis Winston will be fine at quarterback there. I think the Saints are going to win this one for sure. So, I'm going to say 28-21 Saints. I think the Falcons keep it competitive, but I don't see the Falcons winning this game. I think it's going to come down to like one late turnover by the Falcons maybe, or Matt Ryan screws up, but I got the Saints in this one, 28-21. Don't be surprised if the Saints win. I don't think any of us would be. And, yeah, apparently it was a rib injury for Brees. Drew Brees didn't look too happy about the injury, so maybe something quite more serious than we think. But Jameis Winston will be fine, I think. I think he'll be fine. I don't think it'll be like the situation in Tampa. So Bengals and Washington football team. Okay. Joe Burrow, just that was a bad game. It was just not a very. It was not nothing went for the Bengals. Like 36-10. Come on, versus Pittsburgh, nothing went as planned. The offensive line is awful. Joe Burrow has no help. No, yeah. Washington has a nice front seven. I'm picking Washington in this one. I think it'll be a low scoring game. I'm gonna take Washington 24 to. I'm going to take them 24-20. So, I'm going to take Washington 24-20. As Alex Smith, man, what a game he had. He played great yesterday. He was down 24-3. Then he made a massive comeback versus the Lions. He almost won that game, man. But a 59-yard field goal by Prater, who's just a great kicker. But Washington, his team is going to go. They're traveling back home, and I got it. I think they're going to come out and win this game, so you watch. But you have to see if they can get pressure on Joe Burrow. I think it's over for the Bengals. I really do. Guys like Cam Sims, Terry McLaurin, they can burn those corners all day. I got Washington. Eagles, Browns, I'm going with my Browns in this one. But it should be an interesting game. The Eagles looked pretty bad yesterday. I mean, the Browns didn't look amazing, but there was a lot of weather problems in that Browns game. But the Eagles just looked awful. That team was at full strength as well, but for some reason they couldn't do anything to help themselves win. Carson Wentz is just mediocre right now. So I got the Browns in this one. 27-23. I'm gonna say 27-23 Browns. I think the no, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna say 30-21 Browns. So, but I think the Browns defense is gonna overwhelm that Eagles offensive line and that weak receiving core. So, yeah, Alshon Jeffrey didn't make any difference. I'm not too surprised about that because Alshon Jeffrey isn't that great anymore, and he is always injury prone. So I got the Browns in this one 30-21. I think Baker Mayfield will have a better game. He has to have a good game in order for this team to win, you know. So, and guys like Jarvis Landry or Rashard Higgins have to capitalize. The run game is perfect still. Chubb and Hunt, yeah. So the Browns 30-21. Lions Panthers. I'm going with the Panthers in this one. I don't think it's going to be a hard game to pick at all. Panthers are at home. They're looking for another win. Their offense is still pretty solid, but the defense is bad. But I feel like if the defense is going up, they're going against the Lions. Their offense is all right, but I think the Panthers are going to get a break against the Lions. The Lions are not Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, so I got the Panthers in this one 35-24. I think it's going to be a really good game for Carolina. I think Bridgewater goes for about 4 touchdowns. But, this team has lost 5 games in a row, so definitely, maybe they don't have as much confidence. Who knows, but I'm going to take the Panthers in this one. This isn't one of the more fun games this week. 2 teams not really contending for a lot, but I'm just going to pick Panthers in this one, and wonder what you guys Panthers fans think. Titans Ravens. Wow, this is a tough one to pick, because Tannehill, he had an awful game versus the Colts. And Lamar Jackson, I mean, there definitely is an excuse for the rain and the wind. It was definitely an excuse for Baltimore. And I think if the weather is nice, Baltimore should win, but can they stop Derrick Henry, because they got torn up by Damian Harris last night? That's my concern right there. That's my one concern. I don't know if they can stop Derrick Henry. But that Titans defense just doesn't impress me at all. I'm taking the Ravens in this one. 31-28. I think it'll be another game that comes down to the wire. But Lamar Jackson's going to make some clutch plays. He's going to use his feet. And the Titans are not going to be ready for it. I think the Ravens are going to pull this one out. And, yeah. So if you're a Ravens fan, pick in your team. So, yeah. So Patriots Texans. I was gonna go with the Texans this one before Sunday Night Football, but watching the Patriots play, oh man, they looked great last night versus Baltimore. They looked great, and I think I am going to pick New England in this one. The Texans are not a very good team at all. They're just not. But I'm gonna take the Patriots in this one. I'm gonna say 26-24. Maybe it'll be an interesting game between Watson and Newton. Then you got a defense that's not that great for the Texans. A defense that's definitely much better for the Patriots. But, the Texans' defense played really well versus Cleveland yesterday. And J.J. Watt was a huge part of that. He had a great game versus the Browns yesterday. So I think maybe he gets some pressure on Cam and keeps the game close. But I am going to stick with the Patriots in this one, 26-24. Cam makes the plays that he needs to. He can target guys like Jacoby Myers. Maybe they design some trick plays. But, it is Belichick, so you never know. But I got them in this one. Texans, they got some nice weapons, though. Will Fuller, Brandon Cooks, Randall Cobb, and Kenny Stills. But I don't think it'll be enough to defeat the Patriots. I think the Patriots got an amazing secondary. I'm not sure if Stephon Gilmore's coming back, but you got him, J.C. Jackson, Jonathan Jones. You got a lot of guys back there. Joejuan Williams, Devin McCourty, Jason McCourty. Nice secondary for the Patriots. It's going to overwhelm the Texans receivers, and yeah, but it's not going to be enough to win for the Texans. Steelers, Jaguars. I was thinking about a Jaguars upset, but that is not happening now. I'm going to take the Steelers on this one. I'm going to say the Steelers win 34-28. Think it'll be I'd bet on if you're a bettor, I'd bet on the Jaguars. Honestly, the Jaguars just give the Steelers a problem for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I don't think they'll be enough to win. This Jaguars team is really bad. I think it's the worst Jaguars team I've ever watched, honestly. You could argue the Jaguars team in 2013 was worse, but at least that team actually got a few wins. They actually they were started 0-8, but they ended up going 4-12. I don't even think this team can get the 4 wins. I think this team's actually worse. And I just feel like the QB situation has just been a problem for this team. So I got the Steelers 34-28. I feel like the NFL is just more competitive than it was. So I don't see the Jaguars winning. But I think the Steelers I think Roethlisberger makes some nice plays. They got insane weapons on that team. They got Claypool, Schuster, Ebron, even Connor. All those. It's just, man. James Washington, Deontay Johnson. Great weapons on that team. Steelers take it 34-28. Dolphins, Broncos. I'm not going to do much about this game. The Broncos are disgustingly bad. Just, no. Give me the Dolphins 32-12. The Broncos stink. I'm sorry, the Broncos stink. They disappoint in and out every week. Every time I pick them. I mean, I didn't pick them last week, but still, as a Browns fan, I need the Raiders to lose. They didn't do anything. The Broncos disappoint me. I'm not going to even say it's close. 32-12. Tua has a decent game. I think the run game is going to be huge for the Dolphins. Guys like Ahmed and Lard, guys like that are going to pound the ball. You got Jordan Howard, Matt Breida, and guys like that. So I don't see what the Broncos. Drew Lock is not their future. That guy sucks. But, that's all I got to say about that game. The Broncos always disappoint. Chargers, Jets, another bad game. 2-7 versus 0-9. Chargers will win it 36-23. I think Jets are definitely going to get some points on the board against that Chargers defense, 100%. But I still got the Chargers in this game. I don't see the Jets winning this game either. Yeah, that's just. I don't really don't think the Jets are going to win a game this year. I hate to say it to Jets fans, but it's not looking good. You guys are 1,000% getting the first overall pick, and the Chargers are just they're gonna do what they got to do. They're gonna run the ball. They're gonna throw the ball down the field. Justin Herbert's gonna do what he got to do to win. Cowboys, Vikings. Man, this is an interesting one, but I think I'm going to take the Vikings at home. I feel like the Cowboys, I could be wrong, but I feel like the Cowboys are kind of going into that tank mode. They're going into that tank mode. They're going for that draft pick. They're going into next year with a mentality that says that they can win next year if they keep Dak. They're going to get a nice draft pick. They're going to keep Dak Prescott in the franchise tag or extend him, and that team is going to compete next year. They're going to make a lot of changes on the defensive coaching staff. And that defense will have a lot of adjustments. Like Jalen Smith, I've heard a lot of reports that there's a good chance he gets traded in the offseason. But I got the Vikings in this one. I'm going to say 34-23. 34-23 Vikings. I believe it'll be. I'm not sure who'll be starting for the Cowboys, but whoever it is, I think they'll put up some points. Dalton or Gilbert. I think Gilbert should start, honestly, but we'll see. But I think the Vikings will run up the score. Got Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. Expect them to go off. If you have them on your fantasy team, do not accidentally bench them. So because I doubt any of you guys have them on your bench because they're top receivers this year, and they face that Cowboys secondary, which is awful. Anthony Brown, guys like that in the Cowboys secondary. Jordan Lewis, they suck. And Trevon Diggs is out for the year. It shouldn't even get worse for the Cowboys, who's probably their best corner right now. So I got the Vikings 34-23 taking. Packers, Colts. I'm taking the Colts. I am going to take the Indianapolis Colts in this one. I'm going to say 38-34 Colts. I think the Colts win this game. It'll be like a last-second win for the Colts. And the Packers fans are just going to be like so shocked. But I've actually talked to Packers fans, seen them. They have themselves losing to the Colts too. The Colts are going to come out in Lucas Oil Stadium and win this football game. Rivers is going to go off like you would never expect it. You watch. The Colts are going to win this game. They're going to put up a great fight. And, yeah, that defense is going to come up clutch in the end. Darius Leonard, Justin Houston, they can make plays. Put them in. A lot of other guys, too. Xavier Rhodes, Kenny Moore, DeForest Buckner. Yeah. So, yeah. But I got the Colts. Chiefs, Raiders. I got the Chiefs. I don't see the Raiders winning twice against Mahomes in one season. Mahomes is going to want revenge badly. So, I'm going to say 42-28 Chiefs. I think Raiders are a really good team, but I don't see them winning this game. The Chiefs are just, they may be the Super Bowl favorite right now, honestly. So, sorry for any background noise. It's just someone outside. But the Chiefs, I got them 42-28. Mahomes is going to go off for about 5-6 touchdowns. He's going to throw the ball. He's just going to throw the ball all over that secondary. McCole Hardman, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, all those guys. So I got the Chiefs here 42-28. Carr will try to make it a good game, but I think there's going to be a couple turnovers that are going to affect the Raiders. That's going to affect the outcome of the game, and this is what's going to happen. I got a 14-point game. All right, Rams, Buccaneers. I actually got the Bucs winning this game. That game versus the Saints, so that doesn't generalize that team. I really like the Bucs still. I think it'll be 26-17. The Rams are a good team, but the Seahawks don't impress me as much anymore. I feel like it definitely would have been a much different result if it were a different team, competitive team, but I got the Buccaneers in this one. I think they're going to pull it out. I'm not sure. They may be getting Ali Marpet back from a concussion next week, so that's even bigger bonus for the Bucs. Brady's gonna do what he can to go off. I don't know if he's gonna go off, but I think he's gonna do enough for his team to win. So I got them winning. I think that defense is gonna put up a stellar performance. Todd Bowles and his defense. So I got the Bucs in this one, 26-17. What do you guys think about my picks? I appreciate everyone watching, tuning in, and please subscribe if you're new. Turn on post notifications. Follow Royal CFB on Instagram, my college football page, trying to get to 1K. I'd appreciate that. Like the video and comment what you think. So I appreciate everyone being here. Sports expert here. Peace.